as we welcome you inside Simon Skjodt Assembly Hall. And Big Ten basketball tonight is powered by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. Key game coming up as the Indiana Hoosiers, who have dropped their last four, take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Alongside LaFonso Ellis, I'm Corey Provis at Key Game Y. Our bracketologist, Mike DeCourcy, as the guys we're talking about, Fonz. Right now, Indiana among that first four out for the field.
This is a desperation game tonight for Indiana. They can ill afford to lose this game on its home floor if they want any chance of trying to sneak themselves back on the bubble for the NCAA tournament.
Quad 2 game tonight, Quad 1 game coming up for IU Saturday against Ohio State. Starting lineups are powered by Ram Trucks, and nothing stops Ram. For Minnesota, you'll see those five names a lot. They do not use much of their bench at all. Maybe one player off the bench. Kay Tyson has had a great season. For Indiana, Lamar Wilkerson, second in the league in scoring. He has been fantastic. He is chasing history, as we will document throughout the game tonight. Tucker DeVries, Lamar Wilkerson combined for 26 of IU's 27 second-half points in the loss against Michigan State on Sunday. We are underway from Bloomington, and the Gophers start with the ball.
You're going to see a bit of switching man from Indiana here, and this is a Minnesota team that makes you work almost a full shot clock, and their off-ball action superb. Indiana's defense is going to have to be dialed in to take advantage there.
Sam Alexis denying a Bobby Durkin cut right there. Here's Isaac Osima on the drive against Nick Dorn with the left hand, and it's spun in.
That's the area of his game where Osima's gotten so good. When he gets into the painted area, he comes to a 2-foot jump stop, gives you multiple options, and this is what you're going to see all night from Minnesota, a 2-3 zone with man principles matching up.
And Dave referenced a moment ago the last time these two teams met early December, when either Wilkerson or DeVries caught the ball up high. They were met immediately by pressure. And now an early foul, and this will be on Kay Tyson. And that's his first, and Sam Alexis led to the foul line.
Sam Alexis is going to be important to Indiana's success tonight. Over his last 2 wins, 18 points a game, last 2 losses, 11. His ability to play behind and screen against that zone is going to be important for the Hoosiers tonight.
Alexis 73% at the line this season, transfer from Florida. And he misses the second. That's a key early foul, too, on Kay Tyson, not even 60 seconds in.
And with only 6 guys available to dress, you can ill afford to get anyone in foul trouble in Minnesota.
Bobby Durkin has been red hot from the three-point line. Langston Reynolds will try. It's been improving as the season has played out, and all Indiana underneath.
Can't give Minnesota too many of those wide open looks. In their last 4 wins, 14 threes a game, shooting 50% from 3.
As Wilkerson knocks it down.
Speaking of, one of the deadlier three-point shooters in the Big Ten. You can ill afford to give him any room. Such a quick trigger.
The highlights this season, the show he put on here against Penn State earlier in the season. 44 points, knocking down 10 threes. Here's Reynolds. Cut off, shot clock winding down. Grayson Grove has to fire up top, and it's an air ball. Solid defensive possession for Indiana.
Well, we talked about all those off-ball actions that Minnesota runs and how disciplined Indiana would need to be for the full 30-second shot clock. The communication was excellent there on the switches and keeping the basketball in front. Well done by the Hoosiers.
Indiana has won 9 straight against the Gophers here at home. And this will be the second team foul on the Gophers early on here tonight. It's on Osima. There's Darren DeVries, and you're number 1. So quad 2 game tonight. As I mentioned, still a quad 1 opportunity. Mike DeCourcy has Indiana in that group. First 4 out, 13-4 here at home.
The fans are upset because they thought he was in the shooting motion there.
It's Connor Enright.
Got to get that basketball to that Big Ten area and look to attack.
Raised the fadeaway jumper short, and the rebound to Reynolds.
A really good late challenge by Osima.
Kay Tyson guarded by Enright. Now Reynolds going baseline. Here's Osimo with the left hand. Good passing that time from Minnesota. The Gophers tied up.
Yeah, the drive, redrive is so effective for Minnesota because you catch that guy closing out, not under control, and allows you to be able to drive it again. And the weak side defense just not ready to handle it. Good pass.
There's a good pass as Enright finds Alexis.
And that's what happens when you can get that basketball either off the bounce or by pass into the foul line area. Opens up opportunities on the baseline. Indiana able to take advantage.
Grayson Grove starting in place of the injured Jalen Crocker Johnson, who's out with an injured foot.
Good switch there by Indiana.
Another late clock. Grove has to fire again. This one doesn't go. That's not his game. It just speaks to the way that Indiana's guarding so far tonight. Here's DeVries looking for help underneath. Nick Dorn is a good look for three.
Nick Dorn really needed that one. He's really struggled from three the last 7 games. 7 of 39 from three, 19%.
That's the stark contrast. When Indiana won 5 out of 6 last month, Nick Dorn was a big reason why. He was red hot. He's cooled off, but knocking down the 3. And now a foul in Indiana.
And folks, against 2-3 zones, whether it be pass or off the bounce, to get that basketball to the foul line area, you turn around and look, there's opportunities available. Indiana to take advantage there.
Foul was on Enright. Isaac Osima has a good look up top. And nearly tipped in. Durkin trying to clean it up and then swatted away by DeVries.
What a quick reaction by DeVries.
It looked like Durkin had a wide open 2, but then DeVries responded defensively. Lob inside for Alexis. Splits 2 defenders and scores.
Sam Alexis is the key against that zone. He does a really nice job of moving behind it and sealing inside. And once he catches it, you can forget about it.
So the numbers on Alexis right now. Indiana riding a 7-0 run. Tyson against Enright. Turnaround jump shot, smooth from Kay Tyson by way of Belmont, North Carolina. Now it's all clicking in the Twin Cities.
He's got the complete package. 3-ball, mid-game, post, and gets on the offensive glass. That was impressive.
Quick close on DeVries, setting up Dorn again for 3. This one doesn't go. Now we saw Minnesota showing zone, and that is what Darren DeVries said he was going to see tonight. As opposed to the first matchup, it was primarily man. Maybe 4 possessions of zone. Whole different look to Minnesota now defensively.
Love the early push.
Wilkerson sets the feet and knocks it down. His second 3 tonight.
One of the ways that you beat a zone is playing in front of it. Indiana getting out in that transition game. That defense flattens out and it opens up some wide open opportunities for 3. Well done by the Hoosiers.
Red hot shooting to start the night for IU. 3 of its first 5 have gone down from the 3-point line. Tyson trying to answer underneath. No whistle, out of bounds. It'll stay with Minnesota. And we'll step aside here in Bloomington.
Indiana trying to play with pace here. A really good push up there, kind of in right. Not a good closeout by Osima. And Lamar Wilkerson makes him pay. Indiana off to a tremendous start, up 8 at home.
Every truck month, trucks talk tough. Only one delivers the trucks worth talking about. Ram Truck Month. The most powerful light-duty gas lineup in America. Backed by America's best powertrain limited warranty. Built to never stop. Hurry in for great deals during Ram Truck Month. The only one worth the talk. Nothing stops Ram.
Purchase this Ram 1500 and get 0% financing for 60 months or $6,500 total cash allowance on select 2026 Ram 1500 models in dealer inventory. And get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
There's a way more Planty way to get your protein for the day.
You got this.
There's 13 grams complete plant protein and 50% less sugar in this silk. How long have we been in here?
And you're feeling plenty good.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam.
And this game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom? And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye. Let's go, beat it. Switch to Allstate and you could save hundreds. What are you waiting for? Make your move before I do.
Modelo tastes good, but that first degree in the family, Modelo. That promotion, Modelo. Or that traveled all day to surprise Abuela, Modelo. The one you earned is just better. That Modelo is the one you earned is just better. That Modelo is the mark of a fighter. Mark of a fighter.
In the conference that delivers non-stop action.
And the threes are falling for everybody.
Intense rivalries.
Making a name for herself.
And nail-biting drama.
She can't be stopped.
Only one show brings you the stories behind the biggest stars and takes you beyond the hardwood, on the court, all season long on the Big Ten Network. And see more Big Ten stories anytime on Big Ten Plus.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is Fear Factor. Here we go. 14 people will confront their worst fears and live with each other. Oh, they think it's so easy right now. It's going to get so much worse.
Fear Factor House of Fear, all new Wednesdays on Fox.
We call it the Unhappy Hour.
And watch anytime on Hulu.
Welcome back to Bloomington. Early on, Indiana on top of Minnesota, 14-6, 14-15 to play here in the opening half. Welcome courtside, everybody, alongside LaFonso Ellis. I'm Corey Provis. Look, it is a key game. We've been talking about that, and deservedly so for Indiana. Looking at the tournament resume, and again, right now, Mike DeCourcy has Indiana in that group of first four out.
Yes, such a vital game tonight, and they've come out and played like it. Came out with terrific energy tonight, knocking down the three ball, getting in transition. Look, it's not over, but they've got to win this game on its home floor and take care of business in their last regular season game and hopefully win a couple to get themselves back in the bubble conversation.
Yeah, both teams know they will not start Big Ten tournament play until Wednesday. Both teams will begin play a week from today, seeding to be determined. Opponent, of course, to be determined in Chicago. Kate Tyson with the miss. And one and done for Minnesota.
I like what he did there. Had a mismatch inside with Connor Enright, but able to get a little bit of help, which forced him to shoot that hook shot a little bit further than he liked.
Big reason why Minnesota beat Indiana in December. The Gophers that night were plus 15 on the glass. That one off the fingertips, too hot for Dorn. And that's the first IU turnover.
Yeah, that basketball had some serious heat on it.
That was like an Ohtani fastball.
Right?
To Dorn, and off the fingertips, it'll be Minnesota basketball.
Take a DeVries like, oh, my bad, my fault.
Bobby Durkin, his best look so far tonight. And he has been so hot, really among the hotter three-point shooters in the league the last 10 games.
49% from three over his last 7.
Transfer from Davidson. Gophers 0-5 from the three-point line so far tonight. Sam Alexis off to a great start, adds to it, big-time move.
Well, we talked about coming to this game that Sam Alexis needed to have a huge night against this 2-3 zone. Indiana has been so good early in getting him the basketball so he can operate in space.
12-2 run, 7 points so far for Alexis. Despite the loss against Michigan State, he played hard. Here on Sunday. Dorn to the hip pocket of Durkin. And now it's Reynolds trying to get around DeVries, and blocked, pinned by Alexis. Shot clock winding down. Osma got it off in time, no. And Alexis rips down his third rebound.
I've continued to get that basketball inside to Alexis.
Like that. And the Gophers call a timeout, and Indiana on fire at the start tonight. Attack in the zone of Minnesota, and the Hoosiers rolling early here in the home finale.
And folks, Indiana worked on this a ton in shoot around today, is allowing Alexis to get in space so he can operate. What a beautiful spin move to the baseline. And this time, again, you get it in the middle of the floor, lob over the top. Indiana's offense is churning here early.
This is the true story of Alex. Recently promoted, he was earning more. But investing for the future,
I definitely needed a plan.
With his advisor, Dennis, Alex invested his savings into 3 accounts.
One for now, one for later, and of course, his retirement.
A plan in motion put the future in focus. The wedding, the barn-dominium, kids.
Maybe kids.
The point here, Alex has more than big goals for his future. He's got a plan to get there.
Welcome to Hampton by Hilton. Big game tomorrow. You guys ready?
Oh, we're ready, Gus.
Which way's our room?
Bring it in. 301, 2 queens, best sleep guaranteed.
So comfy.
Nailed it. 1, 2, 3. Bravo!
Syrup.
They're hungry for the win.
Big time.
When you're playing to win, it matters where you stay. Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Superstitions, Matt?
Hi, Carly. It's a good thing Discover makes it easy to be a Big Ten fan.
Totally. I get cash back on my rally cap.
Cash back on my favorite glove.
Cash back on my Lucky Shamrock.
Cash back on my game day chicken wings.
Cash back on my one cleat.
I even earned cash back on my lucky bobblehead.
You win. Next round's on me.
Earn cash back on every purchase with Discover, the official card of the Big Ten.
Kate Tyson and the Gophers.
Driving and throwing it down.
Host Nick Martinelli and the Wildcats.
Wow, what a sequence.
Men's Hoops, Saturday at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on the Big Ten Network.
The challenges are real.
Type 2 diabetes rising
Small
faster
businesses
among
need help.
We need solutions.
They said it'll never happen.
It's too hard. Nothing will change.
Can't compete.
You'll never solve it.
And we said, watch us.
Basketball on the Big Ten Network is brought to you by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. And by Auto Owners Insurance. Welcome back to Simon Skjodt Assembly Hall. So much tradition inside this venue and so much good offense early on tonight for Darren DeVries and the Hoosiers.
Well, I like the quality of the threes that it's been able to get. 3 of 5 from the three-point line, and oftentimes against the 2-3 zone core, you tend to, it flattens you out and you start to jack threes. That's not been the case for the Hoosiers. They've been able to get that basketball inside the paint and then kick it, and that's led up to some wide open opportunities for them from 3.
Osama trying to find Grove, instead intercepted. Here's Wilkerson in transition for 3. No, and Dorn, he looked to throw it down. No hammer, but still got 2.
And when you're playing a zone, you open yourself up to offensive rebounds. Dorn able to take advantage there. Nick Dorn, forgive me.
Gophers haven't scored in almost 3.5 minutes. Tim Conaway on the floor right now, guarding Isaac Osama. Same 5 for the Gophers. Kate Tyson.
Nice.
He'll drive and hang and score. And a foul.
He's such a threat from the three-point line that when he raises that basketball up, you have to acknowledge it. But then he was already on the move. Watch as he catches this, folks. Raises it, and you got to acknowledge it. And that created that angle for him to attack the rim. Really good recognition by Kate Tyson.
He's had 20 points or more in 3 straight games. Foul was on Lamar Wilkerson, his first. And the second team foul in Indiana. And Kate Tyson has attempted more free throws than anybody else. And I should say he's made more free throws than anybody else in league play this season. Now 162nd in attempts.
Second in Big Ten free throw attempts at 7 a game. He knows how to get to that line.
Indiana turns it over. Niko Medved in year number 1. Minneapolis native, the Minnesota alum. What a job he has done. You heard Bruce Weber, coach, talk about this before we hit the air tonight. He won't be Big Ten Coach of the Year that we get, but he deserves a lot of credit for the job he's done.
Without a doubt. I mean, he's done it with essentially 6 guys. A winner of 3 out of his last 4. He's done a tremendous job under the circumstances.
There's Conaway driving it and trying to leave it late. Another turnover. Here's Reynolds on the move. Into the corner. Tyson for 3. Got it. Off the turnover. And Minnesota now within 8.
And Minnesota's a team that likes to play slowly. They play at one of the slowest paces in the country. But Nico Medved gives them the freedom that if they feel it has numbers, to take advantage. And that's exactly what happened there.
Darren DeVries is staring at the eyes of Taden Conaway down the floor. He'll be happier now that he scored, but did not like that last turnover. And the lead is back to 10.
Tucker DeVries, number 12 on right, did a terrific job of moving that help guy with his eyes, and that's how he was able to get so wide open at the rim.
12 of 22 for IU in the paint. Mason Grove. It's Tucker DeVries. Here's Durkin. And knocks it down. He doesn't need much space.
It's a little set play that Minnesota likes to run. They post Grove and he acts like he's going to go and go score, and then he turns and they pin in to bring him off for that open shot. Really well done there by the Gophers.
Now Reed Bailey on the floor. Off the glass, and it's spun out, and Tyson rips the rebound away, and a whistle. And it'll be Minnesota basketball.
Lamar Wilkerson, number 3 in white, signaling, go challenge that one, challenge it. He may have a point.
Josiah Miles coming in for Indiana. Sam Alexis back in. Dorn comes out, as does Reed Bailey. So no challenge.
That's something that you won't see from Minnesota. They just don't have any bodies over there to sub.
Now Minnesota goes to the bench. It'll be a guard, a freshman named Kai Shinholster from New Jersey.
Nice job by Lamar Wilkerson bursting through that little pin out.
Reynolds cut off by DeVries and Alexis. This is dribble alive, now a double team. Grove was open. They got it to him, and now slashing. Osama, and it's stripped, and a whistle and a foul.
We talk about the off-ball cutting action of Minnesota. Just when you think they have them contained, now you catch it underneath, and what a nice read by Osama down the lane. Able to draw a foul with an opportunity for 2 free throws here. You can't fall asleep against this team because of their ability to cut off the basketball. One of the best cutting teams in the Big Ten.
That was on Miles, his first, and now 2 free throws for the northern Minnesota native, Isaac Osama from Cherry, Minnesota.
With guard Chauncey Willis out, he's playing essentially 40 minutes a night. Workhorse.
Osama. This is the second. Reynolds comes out, and the aforementioned Kai Shinholster comes in for the first time. Gophers have answered with a 10-2 run. Alexis trying to answer, can't tip, no. And here comes Osama. A couple of good looks for IU.
A really good late challenge by Grayson Grove, number 2 in maroon. Forced Alexis to alter that shot.
And Durkin trying to cut and was fouled by Miles. So he comes in. LaFonso has picked up 2 quick fouls. That's going to get Connor Enright off the bench and back in. So Miles, who's been playing more lately, his minutes have been climbing, but 2 quick fouls, he'll come out and sit.
Yeah, Durkin's such a threat, and if you don't have your body in the proper position, your tendency is to grab, and that's exactly what he did.
14 fouls in Indiana, 2 on Minnesota. Here's Osama. Conaway cutting. Tyson waits. Contact and 1. Patient, was waiting for Alexis to leave his feet. That he did, and a 3-point try upcoming for Tyson.
Cade Tyson is just so good. We saw him early, pump fake and drive it from the 3-point line. This time he's patient and poised down in the low block area. And all of a sudden, as a big, you see the first one, the second one, you stay down. And then all of a sudden, you get a little block shot thirsty, and you go for the next one. And that's exactly what happened to Alexis there. Cade Tyson, so poised in the paint.
And Tyson knocks it down, and this is now a 1-possession game.
This Minnesota team's dealt with adversity all year long. They're not going away just because the team has a double-digit lead. I'll get it back to Alexis inside and let him go to work.
There he is against Grove. No double for now. Alexis right hand hook smooth. And that was a play that Indiana worked on a ton at shoot-around today.
And you have to know that Grove can't foul. And so if I'm Alexis, I'm thinking I'm just going to back him down, take my time, and knowing that I can shoot it at any point if I don't get a double team. I love his patience that he's displayed here early. Good pick.
Reynolds pulled free. Good defense by DeVries. Here's Enright. DeVries off the fake. Sees a lane. The floater. No. Tip around and in. 13 first half points for Sam Alexis.
He's been dominant here early.
Durkin trying to answer. Not this time.
Dodge your bullet. That's way too much room. Number 3 in maroon.
Gophers now 2 of 9 from the three-point line. Conaway at the free throw line and right for 3.
And that's a shot that Minnesota's willing to give Enright. They said early today in shoot-around that if they're going to give anyone a wide-open look, it's Enright. Only shooting 34% from 3.
Indiana now 3 of 7 for the three-point line. Here's Tyson. Shinholster. Reynolds with 5 to shoot. Tyson in front of the IU bench, and Cade Tyson. What a night he is having. He's up to 14 first half points.
Cade Tyson has been magnificent all year long, and his offense is on full display here early here in the first half.
7th in the league in scoring. He's tied for the second most minutes played on average with Bruce Thornton. Bennett Sturts leads the way in that category. Conaway, no. And Reynolds the rebound.
Yeah, I know Conaway was wide open, but I thought he should have thrown that basketball inside to Alexis.
Conaway 28% from the three-point line this season. I'm with you. The hot hand has been number 4 inside. Grove sets the screen, and this will be on Grove. He'll get some help from Enright. And Grove picks up his first. That will take us to a timeout with 6:04 to play.
Cade Tyson, the Belmont transfer through North Carolina, didn't play a whole lot last year, came into this year's confidence down, but that is over. He's playing at a high level. Minnesota down 4 on the road.
My mother told.
It's where we do the things we love with the people we love. So what if we live tomorrow in the same place as we did yesterday? With help, we can. Home instead for a better what's next.
There's a way more Planty way to get your protein for the day. You got this. There's 13 grams complete plant protein and 50% less sugar in this silk. How long have we been in here? And you're feeling plenty good.
The first thing I did when I retired from the NBA is I went and I became a substitute teacher in my kids' school. And once I did that and said, hey, I like working with kids, but I want to finish my degree, and came back to the University of Minnesota, currently pursuing my PhD in sport exercise and psychology. It's just an overall pleasure to engage with student athletes, to conversate with them, to actually guide them, because I understand where they are. It's really important that the athlete has wraparound support. I hope my legacy here is someone that's the motto of University of Minnesota, driven to discover. That's exactly what I was as a player, driven to improve. It's the same thing I'm doing here now. I'm driven to support the student athlete and support the coaches in order for them to become a productive citizen. I'm Willie Burton, former NBA basketball player, PhD candidate, and a graduate from the University of Minnesota.
Coming up, our Wednesday Night Hoops triple header continues as Braden Smith leads Purdue against Northwestern, followed by USC and Washington. All coming up right here on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. We saw Nico Medved earlier, and again, this is year number 1 with Minnesota, but a tradition he has brought back to Minnesota, something he started at Furman, then Colorado State. That is snack time. When the Gophers win on the road, before they head back home, they stop somewhere in town on their way to the airport and load up on snacks. And water is not allowed, Fonz. You can't have any. They got water on the bus. Anything else, chips, ice cream, you name it, candy. What do you like there?
Speaking of chips, I thought it was supposed to be snack time. He's not supposed to get an extra large bag for himself.
Ruffles right there, front and center. But yeah, snack time. And we'll see if the Gophers can add to that photo montage here tonight. And road wins at Northwestern, at Oregon, but Sam Alexis dominating here in the first half, 15 points.
We said he'd be a big key coming into this basketball game because of the 2-3 zone and the lack of bodies, not able to foul him inside. And my goodness, has he been dominant down low here to start this game.
His highest scoring game as a Hoosier, 19. That was against Wisconsin here on February 7th. He has 15 already here in the first half.
In their last 2 wins, 18 points a game. Their last 2 losses, 11.
And Wright drawing the contact and a foul on Reynolds. His first.
And I've loved Connor Enright going all the way back to his DePaul days. He's such a clever defender down there, and that's a charge. That's a full discard, and man, he's so clever. Does so many things for this Hoosier team. Scores, assists, takes charges. Vital cog to this Indiana Hoosier team.
Got Sicily on the floor for the first time. Here's Dorn, good look for 3. His second made 3. He's had a good game as well. He's up to 8 points here in the first half.
He struggled here lately over the last 7 or 8 games, but he seems to be dialed in on the offensive end tonight. And for Indiana to win this game and try to put themselves in position to get back on that bubble, they need Nick Dorn to be able to make shots, and he's doing that so far.
Osama with the floater. The lead back down to 7.
Anytime they look like IU is getting a little bit of momentum, Minnesota's had an answer.
4.5 to play until halftime. The 180th all-time beating. Alexis down low, a double, kicks it out. Sicily corner 3, an air ball. And then Tyson really sealed off Alexis well.
Good call.
And Wright denying that backdoor cut. It's Durkin with the miss.
Durkin shooting that ball with a little bit more arc than he usually does, and that's why he's hitting the front of the rim. You wonder if he's dealing with a little bit of leg fatigue, which would be understandable, of course.
No leg fatigue for Sam Alexis. The lob from his teammate Tucker DeVries.
I think at some point, Minnesota's going to have to come out of that 2-3 zone and play a couple of possessions of man to see if that would be a little bit more impactful, because Indiana is tearing that zone up right now.
Shinholster for 3. Not made a 3 over his last 9 games. Offensive rebound. Durkin to Tyson. Shinholster trying to tip it up and in and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Gophers. And 3:30 to play until halftime. Indiana by 9. Some snapshots from senior night here in Bloomington. Kate Tyson playing well. The man, Sam Alexis, he is a man on a mission tonight. 17 and counting.
You know, I've always found it strange. People really want to save money, but are so willing to toss their hard-earned coin into a 3-foot pool of disappointment.
I want to be rich.
You don't need to throw your money away. All you need is your phone.
Huh.
No. Go to Geico, get a quote, and you could save $900 with your phone.
Look at that, it's ringing.
What? What are you doing, mate?
I'm going in.
It feels good to save some coin. It feels good to Geico.
ACE's YardRx program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, you can get a personalized prescription delivered free from the helpful folks at ACE. Subscribe now and save 20% on everything you need all year. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
ACE is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Old Trapper Beefs. Camp Cravings.
There you go, buddy. Have fun.
This is not going to be pretty.
We're camping. What could possibly go wrong? No.
Cool.
That did not go as planned.
It never does.
All right.
Old Trapper. What's your beef?
So do you have a favorite Bobcat?
Hey, Dad.
Hey, that's my jerky.
Forget the warm-up. DirecTV got hot. They're on fire with more MLB games than anyone.
Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
How old are you?
11.
Mixed nuts have finally leveled up. Meet Blue Diamond almonds and more. Almonds, cashews, and pistachios in 3 signature flavors. Taste that's undeniable. Freshness guaranteed. Blue Diamond almonds and more. The flavorful nut mix.
Indiana has led by as many as 14 right now, a 9-point advantage, 3:30 to go here in the first half. Don't miss the Big Ten Network's live coverage of the 2026 TIAA Big Ten Men's Basketball Tournament from the United Center in Chicago, March 11th through the 13th. 1 week from tonight, these two teams will be playing their opening round games in terms of seeding. Both have clinched a single bye, meaning neither team will start on Tuesday, but in terms of where they will end up, LaFonso, Minnesota, anywhere from 10 to 14, IU, anywhere from 9 to 13.
Yeah, when you Minnesota and you're dealing with not having only one guy coming off the bench, you're happy to get in and see where you can get. They've been playing really well as of late, and for Indiana, NCAA tournament implications for them.
Good dribbling there from Isaac Awesome. He slipped but kept his dribble alive to maintain possession.
Can I show my age, a little curly kneel there?
That's pretty good. Missed the layup, the tip though from Grove. Another chance here for the Gophers. Reynolds saw that lane open up. Grove, which absorbs the contact. And he's on the board.
Dribble penetration down the middle of the lane. Reed Bailey stepped up, and once you step up, it allows that backside big to be open. That's a really nice drop-off pass there from Langston Reynolds.
Second chance points for the Gophers here tonight. Here's Enright slipping around. Durkin underneath, and there's Reed Bailey.
It's really good movement without the basketball by Reed Bailey. You have all 10 eyes on the basketball, and there's some openings to be able to attack. And Reed Bailey taking advantage there.
Bailey was in the starting lineup the first 9 games to begin the year. Osama can't answer for 3. And the Gophers now 3 of 13 from the three-point line. Enright picks up his dribble, and Bailey is fouled. That's on Osama, his second. Coming up, stick around for the halftime show presented by State Farm with Dave Repson and Coach Bruce Weber. All coming up from our Chicago studio, State Farm halftime report.
It's 2 good dudes right there. When I came on the scene 3 years ago, those guys treated me like family. I got the privilege of being with them at the Big Ten tournament and had an awesome time. Keisei Tominaga from Nebraska put on a show.
That was a nightly occurrence. Game 1 of 3 tonight here on the Big Ten Network. Tyson off the fake. He'll pull up in the paint, knock it down. 16 points for Cade Tyson.
Such a smart play. There was a switch there, and he realized he had the center guarding him. A little up fake and able to get to his pull-up J. I think Indiana can go to Reed Bailey exactly the way they were going to Sam Alexis early.
Alexis out, Bailey underneath. Wilkerson off the crossover, rattles around, and a dramatic fall at the end.
That's a nice little home roll right there.
He's got 9 points on 3 made threes. Indiana's knocked down 5 threes here in the first half. Tyson short, and DeVries the rebound.
It's a nice late challenge by Reed Bailey.
45 seconds. DeVries over Osama up top and knocks it down. First points for Tucker DeVries tonight, and it comes in the final minute. And Indiana calls a timeout with 38.2 seconds to go until the half. So Indiana up by 13. 30-second timeout. We'll step aside as well.
This March, the path to the Big Ten title ends in Chicago. 18 teams.
This is going to be iconic.
10 games.
There's still time left.
One shot.
For the win!
A champion will rise in the Windy City.
Unbelievable.
Live coverage of the TIAA Big Ten Men's Basketball Tournament begins March 11th on the Big Ten Network.
Welcome back, folks. Indiana up 13 here, and it's been plays like this. Tucker DeVries, man, he reads this beautifully, drives it, a strong little behind the back with a little step back. That was nasty, and knocks down that three. What an incredible play by number 12 in white. And then he has the wherewithal to make sure that they get a timeout coming down to make sure that they get an opportunity at a good shot with more than 5 seconds on the shot clock. On the game clock going into halftime.
Yeah, about 8 seconds separates the two clocks. Langston Reynolds, he hasn't scored so far tonight, coming off a 21-point game and a win at home against UCLA.
Yeah, Indiana's done a really nice job of taking away his driving angles. Loves to go right, and they've been forcing him left.
There he is going right on cue. And now with the left hand, missed the scoop, wanted a whistle, and now Indiana on the run. Bailey backs it out, DeVries cutting and throwing it down. Osama got it off from half court, and Indiana with an 8-0 run to close the half. And with that, the Hoosiers have their largest lead tonight. It is a 15-point advantage, 43-28 at the break.
Now, all of a sudden, Indiana's starting to play with some pace in this game, getting some easy opportunities off their pace, but it was Sam Alexis's dominance on the interior that got them up 17 points in the first half.
Indiana shoots 62% from the field in the first half, and a 43-28 lead at the break. So Langston Reynolds tried for two at the rim. It did not happen. And then Bailey found DeVries throwing it down, and the Hoosiers lead by 15, 43-28. The halftime show presented by State Farm with Dave and Coach Weber is coming up next after the break.
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych, man, I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie. Switch to Allstate and you can save hundreds. What are you waiting for? Make your move before I do.
This or that.
Here they come, yo. Here they come.
You can Venmo this or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this or you can Venmo that. I think you Venmo this, yo. Swear's that. Yo, niftily. Yo, we can make it hip to me. What we are, cuz what we be the epitome, do, die, dippity. You can Venmo this or you can Venmo that. I think you Venmo this.
Get your Venmo debit card today and get up to 5% cash back.
Spring, the unofficial new year for tool people. A time to start new jobs and tackle new projects with new tools from Harbor Freight. Whether you're a pro or just like doing things yourself, we've got the quality tools and savings to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring savings at Harbor Freight. Get ready. Unbeatable deals are coming soon at Harbor Freight's parking lot sale.
Modelo tastes good, but that got the electrical working Modelo. That landed the trick Modelo. Or that can finally sit down Modelo. The one you earned is just better. That Modelo is the mark of a fighter.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay, so you can relive it all. No matter where your team takes you. Thank you. Stay where school spirit thrives.
Oh. Ready for game day? Absolutely. Little help?
Oh, sorry.
Graduate by Hilton. Book your game day stay.
Hilton for the stay.
There's a way more planty way to get your protein for the day.
You got this.
There's 13 grams complete plant protein and 50% less sugar in this silk. How long have we been in here?
And you're feeling plenty good.
What a first half for Sam Alexis in Bloomington. 17 points. That is too shy of his season high. Hoosiers over to go for 43-28 at the break as we welcome you in the State Farm halftime. Dave Revson, Bruce Weber. Let's give a shout out to LaFonso Ellis. I mean, he said on the tip-off show, hey, Fonz, who should we watch tonight? Sam Alexis was his response. So that's why you always need to watch the tip-off show. But overall, just a great performance from IU. Everything they had been doing poorly over the last 4 games, they've done well.
Yeah, you know, I said before, do the things you can control. One of that is preparation, scouting report. They have done a great job on the defensive end, being prepared, taking away the threes. Minnesota shoots threes all the time, and they're 3 for 14, so they've done that. And then you talked about Coach Ellis's prediction that Sam Alexis was going to get a bunch of points. But you see here, I mean, it's all in the paint. And part of that, they have 12 assists on 18 field goals. They've moved the ball. They've got it to him inside. He's had great hands. He's made the easy ones. So it's just they've dominated him. And an 8-0 run to finish the half is really important.
Again, remember the significance of this game for Indiana. Mike DeCourcy has them as the first team out of the NCAA tourney. Winning this game doesn't get you in, but losing it would have had a really adverse effect, and they are 20 minutes away from getting that all-important W with a big one against Ohio State this weekend. We're going to get you set for the rest of the night next. Boilers and Cats, USC and Washington. Our next 2 games, give you our biggest keys as we continue on the State Farm Halftime.
Superstitions, Matt?
Hi, Carly. It's a good thing Discover makes it easy to be a Big Ten fan.
Totally. I get cash back on my rally cap.
Cash back on my favorite glove.
Cash back on my Lucky Shamrock.
Cash back on my game day chicken wings.
Cash back on my one cleat.
I even earned cash back on my lucky bobblehead.
You win. Next round's on me.
Earn cash back on every purchase with Discover, the official card of the Big Ten.
Hi, Elsa. I moved up your meeting.
Look at this little beauty I found in the garden.
Nice snake, Chris.
Oh, what is that?
Our new Alexa Plus.
That is full-on AI. One minute we're all buddies, then the next minute she's trying to kill us.
And how exactly would I do that, Chris?
I could just be chilling in the pool one day.
I think I'll close the pool cover.
You crazy.
Your car's here.
I gotta go. Love you.
You seem tense. Can I book you a massage and a cinnamon scrub?
I do love a cinnamon scrub.
My mother told. Fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, nonstop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. Wow. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once, so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
I was in a car accident and lost my memories of the last 8 years of my life.
Fox's critically acclaimed hit Doc is all new.
I need to be the doctor that I was. I will do whatever it takes.
And you can watch it anytime.
This is a formal investigation with regard to Dr. Amy Larson.
My job, I want it back.
Doc, all new. Tuesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Still 4 games in the Big Ten tonight. Ohio State and Penn State. Caden Mingo is out for the Nittany Lions. Maryland, Wisconsin, and then our 2 games, Purdue, Northwestern, USC, and Washington. Let's start with the Boilermakers. They have lost 3 of 4. They get a Northwestern team that has won 3 straight. What are you focused on there, Bruce?
Well, one, the older guys got to play well, the seniors. These guys are a rare breed. There's guys that have last 4 years out of school. They've had unbelievable success. They have to step up and play well, and it's got to be also emotional leadership, I think, for them. For Northwestern, they got to take care of the basketball, and they're going to have to rebound if they're going to have any chance. That's a big key.
And taking care of the basketball will be a challenge. Their starting point guard, Jake West, is listed as questionable for this game. Obviously, senior night for Nick Martinelli. USC, I mean, they have got to win at Washington. They've lost 5 in a row. What's the key matchup there?
Well, I think Arenas has to get going. He had that stretch. He had 23, 25, 29. And then when Mazzara come back, he didn't have that role to score. So now he's got to score for them, and they got to be able to protect the paint. You know, it might be Kofi and Azar against Big Steinbach. Who has the better game of those players?
Yeah, Steinbach has been fabulous, leading the Big Ten in double-doubles. Just an outstanding freshman for Washington. So that's the story later tonight, but we are focused on the here and now, and Cade Tyson needs to do a lot more of this. Frankly, he needs a lot more help. He's got 16, but the rest of the team has 12, and so his team's down 43-28.
Whoa, bummer. Well, at least you get to see your insurance agent, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sure, my car got struck by lightning, but my Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, Mike, is gonna help me figure it out. So awesome. Oh, here he is. Big Mike!
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent helps guide you through the process, so you don't have to go it alone.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
This is the true story of Alex. Recently promoted, he was earning more, but investing for the future,
I definitely needed a plan.
With his advisor, Dennis, Alex invested his savings into 3 accounts.
One for now, one for later, and of course, his retirement.
A plan in motion put the future in focus. The wedding, the barn-dominium, kids.
Maybe kids.
The point here, Alex has more than big goals for his future. He's got a plan to get there.
There's a way more planty way to get your protein for the day.
You got this.
There's 13 grams complete plant protein and 50% less sugar in this silk. How long have we been in here?
And you're feeling plenty good. And you're feeling plenty good.
In the conference that delivers non-stop action.
And the threes are falling for everybody.
Intense rivalries.
Making a name for herself.
And nail-biting drama.
She can't be stopped.
Only one show brings you the stories behind the biggest stars and takes you beyond the hardwood, on the court, all season long on the Big Ten Network. And see more Big Ten stories anytime on Big Ten Plus.
The game of survival is in your hands. Good luck.
They came out here to win $250,000.
Let's go!
You're playing a totally different game than we're playing in the wilderness. You all want to hate me? That's fine.
Start scheming, boys. I need some goodies. Please hit that button.
Oh my gosh.
I should have applied for the floor. Rob Lowe wouldn't do this to people.
Extracted. All new Mondays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu. Halftime on the Big Ten Network is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Women's hoops turning underway in Indy. What a huge win for Indiana. They came from 20 down to knock off Nebraska, Illinois, leading Wisconsin. Again, wall-to-wall hoops tomorrow on the Big Ten Network, starting with USC and Washington. Great start for the IU men as well. Nick Dorn, one of his 2 threes. It's a 15-point advantage at the break. Corey and LaFonso with the second half next.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with Safe Light, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Any way I want.
Any way you want, it's the way you
schedule a chip fix while I get my hair clipped? Yep. They can fix my glass while we fish for bass.
If you want.
They can recalibrate my safety features while I sit at home in my comfy pants?
That one doesn't rhyme, but sure.
Get it fixed any way you want at Safelight.com.
Safelight Repair, Safelight Replace.
Whether you are running a complex manufacturing site, powering a city's changing energy and utility needs, or maintaining a large fleet of aircraft, IFS's advanced industrial AI orchestrates data and adds capabilities to your business so you can thrive and grow. IFS.ai, award-winning asset and service management software.
Old Trapper Beefs. Pack smash.
My peanut butter and jelly.
Ew.
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess my ham and cheese didn't make it.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Now that's a great view.
Yep.
ACE's YardRx program prescribes the best lawn care specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, you can get a personalized prescription delivered free from the helpful folks at ACE. Subscribe now and save 20% on everything you need all year. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Forget the warm-up. DirecTV got hot. They're on fire with more MLB games than anyone.
Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
How old are you?
11.
Play ball! Sweet sandwich time. Hellman's makes it taste so good. So good. So good.
Well, by now we're all familiar with the St. Elmo Shrimp Cocktail Challenge. And some take their time, others just grab it and go. And don't care about the aftershock. Just get it, finish it, win your prize. And that young man said, you know what, I'm not going to waste any time. Had trouble opening up the water, understandably so. Hands messy, needs a napkin. Went with the water, no milk. But the man did it very, very well.
I was hungry.
I mean, not anymore. Not anymore. But I'll tell you what, watching that young man put on a show somewhat reminiscent of the show that we saw Sam Alexis put on here in the first half tonight.
Sam Alexis was brilliant, and I love the fact that this Indiana team came out and they were intentionally getting to him inside. This is a Minnesota team that only has 6 guys. It can ill afford to foul inside, and they were able to get it to him any and every way. Able to post him up down there straight, able to get in the middle of the floor and throw the lob over the top, and his decision-making down low, superb. 17 points in the first half. He was brilliant.
Our game leaders are brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance. You see the numbers for Alexis. Kate Tyson did everything he could as well for Minnesota. He played well, 16 points, 1 rebound, knocking down 2 threes. But Alexis, who is approaching his career high, 27 points when Alexis was a freshman at Chattanooga. That was against Covenant College. And that freshman season, the guy underneath, he was listed at 190 pounds.
No way.
He's 240 right now.
Wow.
And Grayson Grove could not hang on. Turnover, Minnesota.
He and I are about the same height, Corey. I can't remember the last time I was 190.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're looking fine right now, Fonz. But yeah, Sam Alexis, 6'9", 240 right now. That freshman year, Chattanooga, 6'9", 190. Hit 4 threes in that game.
Wow.
That 27-point career high showing, but could we see a new standard set by Alexis here tonight?
I'd like to see Indiana continue to be intentional about getting it to him inside. There's no answer for him down low.
Timing off there, fortunate bounce. Shot clock winding down. DeVries, no panic, the fadeaway jumper.
That's so good. You take the defender and you bump to freeze him, and now you give a little fade on it. There's no way you can contest that shot. Really well done by Tucker DeVries.
He has 7 points. He didn't score the first, 18 minutes plus of this game. And now Osama trying to answer, can't. Grove, smart play to tip it back out. Tyson, contested three with Enright in his face.
Boy, that kid can flat out shoot the rock. At 6'7", that high release point on that three, difficult to challenge.
Enright passes up the shot. DeVries does not. Long rebound on the floor. Grove on the deck, dives for it. And now looking to get a timeout, and it's a jump ball, and the arrow will give it to Minnesota.
That's the two hardest working guys on either team getting after the basketball on the floor. And look at this, Tucker DeVries. See that little sting? I call it a stun. You stun the defender, and then that forces them to try to maintain their balance, and that gives you the separation that you need to get that fadeaway shot off. I used to love shooting that shot. It was my favorite.
Langston Reynolds hasn't scored yet tonight. He's trying to change that here, working on Alexis, and good defense by Alexis. And Alexis able to rip it free.
Sam Alexis did a terrific job of staying vertical there.
Slip to Wilkerson, and now Dorn in front of his own bench. And Dorn knocked down 2 threes in the first half, 8 points. Could not connect there.
Corey, speaking of threes, Minnesota's going to have to get hot from three. In their last 4 wins, they've made 14 threes a game, shooting 50% from three. That has not been the case tonight.
Offensive foul. That'll be the second on Tyson. And Enright, he's been on the receiving end of a few of those tonight.
He has tremendous anticipation skills. Watch how he gets himself in front, and then he absorbs that contact. And Cade Tyson didn't help himself, kind of shedding him off with that right arm. It's a good call by the official.
Getting back to the three-point shooting, you were on pregame with Dave and Coach Weber. You thought that the number for Minnesota tonight was 13. 13 threes. That had to be in the stat line for the Gophers to win. They've made only 4.
On 15 attempts.
And 12 in their last game, the win against UCLA. Enright going to work inside. First points for Enright.
That's so good, using his body to shield the defender from the basketball and get that one up on the glass and in. Kind of Enright having a huge impact in this game in a variety of ways.
I mentioned he played it to Paul. Before that, he played for Darren DeVries and Drake. Reynolds, the step inside, the block from DeVries, and a foul. First foul on DeVries and Langston Reynolds.
Reynolds usually a pretty reliable scorer. Last time these two teams played, he had 17 points. And tonight, Indiana's done a terrific job of sitting on that right hand. He's a left-handed shooter, but loves to drive right. And they've done a really nice job of sitting on his right hand, making it difficult for him to score at the rim.
So those numbers, great showing against UCLA. And improved free throw shooting for Reynolds as the season has played out. Saturday, the Gophers close out the regular season at the Barn against Northwestern. The action tips off at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, right here on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app.
Two big-time power forwards going at it. Cade Tyson, you see tonight, and Nick Martinelli, the league's leading scorer and 7th in the country at 23 points a game.
Martinelli had the game-winning shot here at Assembly Hall last week. Game winner as well against Oregon. Wilkerson up top. That's his 4th three of the game.
Tyson late on his communication to Reynolds. Reynolds late coming over. And as we've seen all year long, it doesn't take Lamar Wilkerson any time to get that shot off, and he drills that three.
Isaac Osama answers inside. He has 9.
They're starting to be a lot more aggressive trying to get to the front of the rim here in the second half, and the Golden Gophers need it desperately.
Reeves throwing it up, and Alexis throwing it down.
Once you can swing that basketball and get inside of that zone, it opens up the weak side baseline, and man, Sam Alexis has taken advantage of it multiple times tonight.
Reeves, by the way, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Bobby Durkin.
He's just not been able to shake loose tonight, and a lot of that has to do with DeVries.
Let it fly here, in and out. Durkin is connected in only 1 3 tonight. He's 1 of 5, and roughly 80% of his shots are threes. Durkin hits the deck, and Dorn cannot hit.
And this is the conundrum that Minnesota's in right now. They need to play with a little bit more pace and try to get it up early. But the problem is you can fatigue yourself, and they just don't have the bodies on the bench to play with any pace.
And that has been a key to Minnesota coming in, winning 3 of its last 4, and during this 4-game run, averaging only 58 possessions per game.
That's insane.
Right, so playing an up-tempo style that has not been what Niko Medved has been able to do this season, basically because of a lack of personnel. Osima fouled by Wilkerson. We'll have the foul line when we come back. Passing on point, shooting on point for IU tonight.
And being able to find Sam Alexis around the rim. He's the best lob threat on this team, and Indiana able to score in any way they want. They are dominating this game.
Every truck month, trucks talk tough. Only one delivers the trucks worth talking about. Ram Truck Month. The most powerful light-duty gas lineup in America. Backed by America's best powertrain limited warranty. Built to never stop. Hurry in for great deals during Ram Truck Month. The only one worth the talk. Nothing stops Ram.
Purchase this Ram 1500 and get 0% financing for 60 months or $6,500 total cash allowance on select 2026 Ram 1500 models in dealer inventory. And get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
There's a way more planty way to get your protein for the day. You got this. There's 13 grams complete plant protein and 50% less sugar in this silk. How long have we been in here?
And you're feeling plenty good.
Hi, I'm Max. I'm here to pump you up at the pump and save you big in the gas game.
So you're like a mascot for a gas station?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
You're like a gascot.
And you're a word nerd, bird. I'll give you $20 for that meat stick. Nope. Okay. $19.
Modelo tastes good. With that post-double shift Modelo, that yard work's done Modelo, or that finally off your feet Modelo. The one you earned is just better. That Modelo is the mark of the one you earned is just better. That Modelo is the mark of a fighter. A fighter.
The news director who hired me in Indianapolis after college told me I was the first person he had ever interviewed that had neither a journalism degree or experience in journalism. But I define success as having the courage to try. My timing might have been absolute perfection. The FCC added 2 words to an affirmative action clause that applied to local TV station hiring, and women. For the first time, local stations around the country would be looking for women. The image of a woman and a man sitting together in apparently equal positions had a big impact on changing the way people looked at women in the labor force. In that sense, I was one of the trailblazers. I'm Jane Pauley, broadcast journalist and graduate of Indiana University.
Here he is on a run out with the 360. Victor Oladipo, ladies and gentlemen.
A great Big Ten tourney moment, and who knows what's the story coming up next week, but that was Victor Oladipo, 12-11, and a win against number 8 seed Illinois in the quarterfinals of the 2013 tournament in Chicago. And Darren DeVries and the Hoosiers, along with every Big Ten team this year, heading back to Chicago next week for the 2026 TIAA Big Ten men's basketball tournament.
As it always is, it's going to be awesome. You'll have some stars that have been previously established, but then you'll have some new ones that'll come to the forefront.
The tournament starts on Tuesday. Our coverage here on the Big Ten Network begins on Wednesday. Teams Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from Chicago.
Minnesota in man now.
And right along the baseline. Wilkerson driving, attacking that man defense.
That's so good. That created by Connor Enright screening on the inside, which gave him the angle to be able to attack the front of the rim. Really well done by the Hoosiers.
Wilkerson up to 14 points. 5 of 8 from the field.
Minnesota's got to find a way to get Bobby Durkin, number 3 in maroon, going on the offensive end.
First made field goal for Langston Reynolds tonight. Chatting with Reynolds today at shoot-around. With the injury to Chauncey Willis Jr. earlier in the season, Reynolds playing point guard really for the first time since high school. He was more of a 2-guard at Northern Colorado, so he has not been asked to play this much point in a long time. And Alexis fouled by Grayson Grove, his second. Reynolds, he said, look, I'm up for the challenge. Yeah. I said, we're in a tough spot. Minnesota without 3 starters right now, and Reynolds plays just about every single minute. He's not alone, and he's been up for the challenge, and he's a guy too. A goal that he set at the start of the season was to be all defense in the Big Ten, and probably doesn't have the same recognition, the same headline as many, but if you visit with opposing head coaches before these Minnesota games, he stands out with his defensive work.
It's a great point, because every single team it plays against, the Golden Gophers, he takes the best perimeter defender, and usually has a lot to say with that person being inefficient at the end of the game.
Sam Alexis with his 4th career 20-point game. A season high, career high is 27. That was his freshman year at Chattanooga. And Osama trying to save it, and he did to Grove. Shot clock down to 5, and now stripped out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Gophers in 3.7 on the shot clock. That's an impressive save here.
That's really good hustle and good awareness there by Grayson Grove. Usually they'll try to do something to get Durkin to the basketball. Let's see if they can get it to him.
There's Reynolds on the attack and scores. There is some Bruce Thornton to his game, isn't there?
You let him get to that right hand, you can forget it. There's a lot of Bruce Thornton to that game. And the one thing we haven't talked about, you talked about his taking the challenge of being a point guard. He's averaging 5 assists for the Golden Gophers.
.15-point game, Wilkerson, and this will be an offensive foul. Now the Gophers bench thought that he shoved and pushed away, and the call made. Second foul on the senior from Ashdown, Arkansas.
Osma's pretty good on the basketball as well. And yeah, you can see that inside right arm discard. That's a good call by the official.
Steven Anderson on the call. That's going to be the 3rd foul. Beg your pardon, 3rd foul on Wilkerson. Alexis comes out. Wilkerson comes out. Reed Bailey back in, as is Josiah Miles. Miles, his minutes cut down in the first half with foul trouble. And Tyson fouled by Enright, as Enright finds his way towards the Minnesota bench. That'll be the 2nd foul on Enright.
That's a good call here. Tyson able to get to his right, and a little bit of shove there gets him off balance. Another good call by the official.
Dorn just not letting Durkin get that shot up. Awesome against Miles. Can't finish. And run down by Bailey. And it's noticeable when Reed Bailey checks in tonight, and he's heard it from the fans, but not tonight. There's been a shift with how the fans are responding to Reed Bailey.
He's such a hustler and bouncy.
Cheering him, they're applauding him, and for a guy that's had a tough goal, the transfer from Davidson, a much different reaction from the fans here inside Assembly Hall tonight on senior night.
Corey, he's one of those guys that just never knew how good he could be. 6'10", 6'11", bouncy, can shoot it, can drive it. Immensely talented.
There's Bailey, and foul. And that will take us to a break with 11:36 to go in the second half. The 180th all-time meeting, the Gophers and the Hoosiers. And for the final home game, you bet fans are loading up on some IU merch.
Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to park.
Auto Owners thinks the more you protect, the more you should save.
Auto Owners pays what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
That's simple human sense.
That's simple human sense.
Oh, I'll have another. Make it a double.
Who are you talking to?
Vincent, my server. He's from San Diego.
Dad, Mom thinks she's at a resort again.
Yeah, she told me.
When you'd rather not resort to a virtual resort,
This is much better in real life.
it matters where you stay.
Looking good, babe.
Extra cherries?
Oh, thanks, Steve. You're not from San Diego, are you?
Book your spring break travel now. Hilton for the stay.
I don't think they'll take that here.
Of course they take Discover. It's accepted in 99% of places.
99%? I didn't know that.
You're stuck in the past, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants?
Well, fashion is cyclical. They'll be back. Right? Hopefully.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all of them.
My mother told me.
Mixed nuts have finally leveled up. Meet Blue Diamond almonds and more. Almonds, cashews, and pistachios in 3 signature flavors. Taste that's undeniable, freshness guaranteed. Blue Diamond almonds and more, the flavorful nut mix.
Where's our car?
Call my agent.
I'm on it.
We're covered for this?
That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage, so when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
March is on. The 2026 TIAA Big Ten Men's Basketball Tournament returns to Chicago. The United Center will host the annual celebration of Big Ten Hoops, March 10th through the 15th. Tickets are on sale now, so head to big10.org/MVBT to secure your seats today. Give your team a home court advantage as all 18 teams battle for a tournament title. Don't miss the 2026 TIAA Big Ten Men's Basketball Tournament in Chicago.
Oh, just about a month away from the Masters, and boy, no caddy needed. Read it perfectly, a little left to right at the end and in. Full court, putt, perfect.
Wow. Wow.
Well done.
Yes.
I mean, it was impressive seeing the dude eat the shrimp cocktail with one scoop. That's even better.
I mean, just that,
come on.
Yeah. I mean, just that he can get it lined up from that far away, Corey.
Yeah, you got to putt through. We've got some sweat on the floor.
Come on.
You got, the sneakers making marks on the floor, and that guy nailed it.
Right.
Baseline to baseline. Hello, friends, indeed. Indiana by 15. There's Bailey against Durkin. Those two are teammates at Davidson in the past. And Bailey, you hear the crowd really behind him tonight.
And that's the Reed Bailey that I thought could be that type of guy each and every night. Again, the speed, the bounciness, the skill, undeniable.
And now challenging. Grove enough on the shot of the rim. Found some space, and the Hoosiers have their largest lead tonight, up to 19.
What a screen by Tucker DeVries.
Indiana shooting almost 54% from the field. Reynolds trying to get around Miles. Lost it. DeVries waits for his teammates. Bailey on the drive. And it's Minnesota basketball.
Folks, watch this screen. In a little horns action here. Watch this screen by Tucker DeVries. Boom! And no help on the weak side. And once you can get a full head of steam down the rim, you can forget about the help. Really nicely done by the Hoosiers.
Gophers call a timeout. We'll step aside. Indiana by 19. 10:20 to go here in the second half.
Modelo tastes good, but that first degree in the family, Modelo. That promotion, Modelo. Or that traveled all day to surprise Abuela, Modelo. The one you earned is just better. That Modelo is the mark of a fighter.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how Biggie you want to go. Which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Home is where we do the things we love with the people we love. So what if we live tomorrow in the same place as we did yesterday? With help, we can. Home instead for a better what's next.
When it's time to start your business, it's time for Shopify. Designed with easy to customize themes, sell everywhere people shop, and never miss a sale with the world's best converting checkout. See why millions of businesses sell with Shopify. Start your free trial today.
There's a way more planty way to get your protein for the day.
You got this.
There's 13 grams complete plant protein and 50% less sugar in this silk. How long have we been in here?
And you're feeling plenty good.
Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection from online threats. Get NordVPN now.
You're really buying a car online on AutoTrader?
Really?
Your search can really be that specific?
Really?
So all you need to do is drop in some info, and you only see cars in budget. Really?
Really?
You can really buy the car totally online.
Really?
And really have it delivered by a dealership.
Really?
Pizza's here.
No, it's our new car.
Buy your car online on AutoTrader. Really?
Can you bring food too?
Really?
Sweet sandwich time. It makes it taste so good. So good. So good.
Darren DeVries in Indiana up by 19. 10:20 to go here in the second half. Let's take a look at our assist spotlight brought to you by Silk.
The ball movement and the body movement extraordinary throughout this game for Indiana. They just seem to be synced up, dialed in, and it started with their attack against that 2-3 zone, and they haven't stopped from there. 15 assists on the night for a team that averages 17 a game. That's 15 assists on 25 made field goals. Pretty impressive here tonight for the Hoosiers.
And normally when you bring up an assist stat and it involves the Minnesota Golden Gophers, you are applauding their effort because the Gophers lead the country assisting on 72% of made field goals, but not tonight. Only 6 assists on 15 made field goals. That's a 40% ratio tonight.
The defense has been stout. Only a few times have they allowed dribble penetration to the lane, and if you don't allow dribble penetration, the team doesn't get in rotation. And they've been superb in that phase of the game for the most part of the game.
Reynolds lost the dribble, got it back from Grove. He'll drive and missed it. Numbers for Indiana, 5 on 4. Josiah Miles back to Enright. Sets up Dorn for 3.
What a read there from Connor Enright. Dribbled the baseline, drew that weak side in. Durkin way too late getting out to that 3, and Dorn drills it.
Selfish passing there for the Hoosiers, and Enright now up to 7 assists. 7-0 run. Miles down, Grove the miss with the tip back out to Reynolds, and now Austin.
Corey, off air, I mentioned to you, if Minnesota's going to have any chance of getting back in this game, Bobby Durkin, number 3 in Maroon, is going to have to make some shots. He's been quieted here tonight by that defense of the Hoosiers.
Foul was on Langston Reynolds, his second. And the 4th team foul. And Kai Shinholster back in as Reynolds will come out. Hoosiers on their way to snapping a 4-game losing streak in a game tonight that was vital. Late clock. Dorn sees it, fires, missed it.
It's a really good defensive possession there by Minnesota, not allowing any dribble penetration. Now can they find a way to get an easy bucket?
That's a good cut. Tough angle there for Osima.
Good challenge by Josiah Miles as well.
Gophers haven't scored in almost 4 minutes and 45 seconds, but scoring not an issue for the Hoosiers tonight. And DeVries with 3 more.
That kid's got deep range and a quick trigger.
He's the 4th Hoosier into double figures tonight. Sam Alexis with 20, Wilkerson 14, DeVries with 10, Dorn with 11. Foul is on Reed Bailey. 15 foul, the first on the Massachusetts native. And Trent Sisley will check in, and Dorn will come out.
In a game like tonight, you know that Minnesota's envious of that luxury of having guys who come off the bench to rest your prime guys, your primary guys. Now 1 of 7 from the field is Bobby Durkin.
Reeves with the miss. Osima was fouled on the drive. Indeed he was, and will step aside. 7.5 to go. Indiana up 25.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check who was behind me at the game. Dude, she just pointed at me. That's crazy. Checking Allstate first was the right move. I love you! I love you! Not checking who was sitting behind me was humbling.
That's their mom. That's Mrs. Betts.
Yeah, check Allstate first. You could save hundreds. Go Bruins.
Go Bruins. This is the true story of Alex. Recently promoted, he was earning more, but investing for the future...
I definitely needed a plan.
With his advisor, Dennis, Alex invested his savings into 3 accounts.
One for now, one for later, and of course, his retirement.
A plan in motion put the future in focus. The wedding, the barn-dominium, kids.
Maybe kids.
The point here, Alex has more than big goals for his future. He's got a plan to get there. Goals for his future. He's got a plan to get there.
America's favorite sports television show.
That's awesome.
Speaking into existence.
That's right.
Some sports talk shows have to be seen to be believed.
No other show in America has
No other show in the world.
Elite insight.
They can't get off the field.
Trusted voices.
That's what I'm banking on, their heart.
And self-proclaimed coaches.
Cogent analysis. No. What does that even mean?
And always calling it like they see it.
I love it!
First things first. Weekdays at 3 Eastern on FS1.
The Big Ten Cancer Research Consortium is where the Big Ten's fierce rivals join forces to take down their common foe. The rivalry still exists, but maybe that's what fuels such a powerful collaboration. Working together on cancer research to advance treatments and therapies to bring more options to patients who need them. Learn more at big10crc.org. Cancer is the one opponent that unites the entire Big Ten.
Basketball on the Big Ten Network is brought to you by Silk. Power up with new Silk Protein. 6 seniors honored here tonight before the game. Sam Alexis, part of that group, as was Lamar Wilkerson. And, of course, Tucker DeVries. With his mom, Ashley, to his right, sister Tatum to his left, and not to mention his head coach and his dad. Darren greeting him before the game tonight. Indiana changing up some tradition, honoring the seniors before the game as opposed to post-game tonight. And mom getting a chance with sister and dad to honor their son. And there is Ashley. And there's dad. I was talking with Darren at shoot-around today just about the emotions of tonight. I said, can I ask you something when we tape a pregame interview at around 4:50 Eastern time? I said, can I ask you a question about shifting your role from coach to dad? And he thought about it. He paused for a few seconds. He said, can I politely decline because I don't think I can keep it together? If you ask me on camera to shift that role from coach to dad, talking about my son, I don't think I can keep my emotions in check. And I said, absolutely. I said, 100%. And I thought that was a respectful answer, and I want to honor his wishes, and I thought that was a really nice moment. As Grove airballs the free throw. The foul was on Lamar Wilkerson, by the way, his 4th.
Corey, I can't fully understand it as a college coach to a college kid, but I had the privilege of coaching my middle son his 8th grade season, and of course that would be his last season before he went to high school. And it is a really emotional moment because you're kind of wearing your coach hat, trying to keep composed, and yet you're feeling all of that rush of emotion as a dad. I found myself when the guys were here tonight and they were just kind of giving them some love over the PA. I found myself tearing up a little bit because as a player, it's the last time that you're going to go to battle in that uniform on your home floor. And it's an incredibly emotional time. And so to be able to come out and lock in defensively the way this Indiana team has is impressive.
I did follow up. I said, you have a favorite dad moment just watching your son? He pointed to 2. There's a foul inside with 6:29 to go, and Indiana up by 27. He said the 2 moments that stand out watching my son play in high school, winning the state championship in Iowa at Waukee High School. He said that was number 1. He said that was great. It was during COVID, but this was growing up with Tucker as a kid, getting a chance to coach him. But this was the night that they won the state championship, the Waukee Warriors. And then the second was when Drake won a conference championship. And Darren was coaching that team, of course. He got a chance to see his son win a conference championship. But those 2 moments really stood out in high school and in college. And I'm sure tonight's performance by this entire team will add to that highlight reel.
Those are precious moments, and your kids, regardless of their age, continue to talk about those moments as they get older. And so, man, what a wonderful experience between the dad and the son.
Tyson cutting and fouled by Alexis as Tyson took a shot. Check at the back of that head, neck. And Alexis whistled for his 2nd. And Cade Tyson, 19 points and counting.
Nice cut, little shoulder fake there. And a good foul by Alexis. Nothing malicious there. Corey, he's a perfect example, Cade Tyson, of, in the transfer portal era. It's not only going to try to make as much as you can make at any particular institution. It's about going to a place where you can have impact and they need your skill. And man, after coming out from North Carolina where he just got buried on the bench, he had some confidence issues coming into this year. Nico Medved and the staff had to build him up over the summer, but that's all he needed is about a month because he's been a killer ever since.
The best players in the league, no doubt. He'll garner some all-conference honors here when it's all said and done, and now he'll turn it over. Asking Nico Medved just about this roster and a guy like Grayson Grove or even Cade Tyson, and about opportunity. Nico countered with a quote that he lives by. It's a John Wooden quote. He said, when opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare. And it makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
That if you just start thinking, okay, I'm getting my chance, now I have to get to work, when the work should have been done already. Anticipating that, hey, my name and number is going to be called at some point. I have to be ready and take advantage.
Yeah, that's certainly been the case for Cade Tyson because he's had an extraordinary year. 20 points a night, 6th in the Big Ten, and just been amazingly impactful. I think he'll likely be on a 2nd team all Big Ten team, and has his team had more wins, you could argue that he could be on a 1st team as well. He's had a remarkable year.
And Alexis just raised the front of the rim. Tyson with 21, Alexis One more upcoming. Grayson Grove back in as Kai Shinholster comes out.
And for Sam Alexis, it's not easy going from an Energizer Bunny coming off the bench and then all of a sudden thrust into the starting lineup at the beginning of Big Ten season. You know, he's had some ups and downs, but like I said earlier, over his last couple wins, 18 points a night. Last couple losses, 11. And he came in this game, man, he really established himself early in the first half and having a big-time night.
Taking on a different role with Indiana, and don't get me wrong, Florida, top front court, one of the best front courts in the country.
Yes.
And realized where he was with that Gator team and said, hey, to take on a much bigger role here at Indiana. Under 5 to play. Here's Durkin, and knocks down his second 3 tonight.
Needed that just a little earlier in this game because he has with his shooting ability, he has the tendency and the ability to change momentum with his ability to knock down the 3-ball. It's just not been there with any consistency tonight.
DeVries off the mark, and there is Sisley cleaning things up. The freshman from Santa Claus, Indiana, 4-star recruit. Was a Mike Woodson recruit, and then right after Darren DeVries accepted the job, one of the first phone calls he made was to Sisley to say, hey, don't leave. We need you. We want you.
Yes. He's got a bright future. Nice pass.
Durkin to Reynolds. Kicks it back out. Durkin. And Alexis the rebound. That's the 7th rebound to go with 21 points. Sisley. There's going to be a foul called on Sisley. He's just a freshman. Sam Alexis is not. Senior night, 6 seniors honored before the game, and the seniors putting on a show. Indiana rolling in the home finale.
Spring, the unofficial new year for tool people. A time to start new jobs and tackle new projects with new tools from Harbor Freight. Whether you're a pro or just like doing things yourself, we've got the quality tools and savings to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring savings at Harbor Freight. Get ready. Unbeatable deals are coming soon at Harbor Freight's parking lot sale.
ACE's YardRx program prescribes the best lawn care specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, you can get a personalized prescription delivered free from the helpful folks at ACE. Subscribe now and save 20% on everything you need all year. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
What? This means we get to talk to Denise.
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent helps guide you through the process so you don't have to go it alone.
Denise!
Hey. Wow. We were just talking about you. That's so funny.
Dave Reps and Bruce Weber with you. Indiana well on its way to getting a win it seriously needed, Bruce.
There's no doubt about it. I don't know what's more impressive, their defense. They've held them to 33%, or their offense. They've shot 60%, but they have dominated this game. Now, what do they do next? That's the big thing. Does this confidence leading to another run here?
Huge game in Columbus coming up this weekend. Fletcher Lawyer and Purdue need to get a win at Northwestern. Boilers have been slumping a bit. They'll tip it off in 21 minutes, Cass.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. Final 3:48 here in game 1 of our triple header here on Wednesday Night Hoops on the Big Ten Network. And again, lead story, the guys were talking about it. It was a game that Indiana needed desperately. Mike DeCourcy, our bracketologist, entering play today. First 4 out, Indiana, for the upcoming NCAA tournament.
Well, when you have a team that's hit a big-time slide the way this Indiana Hoosiers team did, you just didn't know how they were going to respond. But, Corey, going all the way back to shoot-around, this team came out business-like in their shoot around today, attention to detail. And you can tell that they were locked in defensively because Minnesota is one of the most difficult teams to guard, especially off the ball because of all of their off-the-ball actions. Indiana has taken that completely away tonight and put themselves in perfect position going into the Ohio State game.
It's a quad one game Saturday. You can see that game on Fox. Speaking of senior day here, that'll be senior day in Columbus. And wrapping up the great career of Bruce Thornton, who's never been to the NCAA tournament.
Wow. This might be his year.
He's never been.
Talk about a high-level player.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Wilkerson with 5 to shoot. Missed it. Rebound loose. Wilkerson fighting for it. And Sisley able to grab it.
I have to admit, Corey, you get old, but your instincts are still there. Well, the ball's coming over here. I almost went to get it. Would not have been good.
Good, great. No problem. No foul. And DeVries with another three, his third tonight. He's up to 13 points. And Indiana's connected on 10 made threes in this game.
He can flat out shoot the rock.
And Grove can't finish.
Nice late challenge there by Tatum Conaway. Caused him to alter that shot. And that's the little things that we were talking about right there, Corey, to let you know that this team is hungry. They knew that they needed to get this win on its home floor, and they needed to take it. They needed to lock in on the defensive end, and they've done all the little things tonight to go along with Sam Alexis' superb performance on the offensive end.
Yeah, that's what Coach Weber was saying a moment ago as Alexis went for the rebound and he is fouled. He said, what's more impressive tonight, what Indiana's doing offensively or the job they've done defensively? It's a good point. Foul is on Tyson, his third. Kai Shinholster back in, as is Maximus Gizzi checking in for the first time. Cool moment for him. Indianapolis native from New Palestine, Indiana. As the seniors now begin to come out. Let's enjoy this. Good moment there. Father and son.
You can see Dad is pretty choked up right now. As he should be.
And now Alexis will get his moment. Good showing by the seniors tonight.
Yes.
And Alexis had his best game as a Hoosier. And the basket will count for Isaac Osima. It's like Ian Stevens is about to check in. He's a junior. And now first Connor Enright will check out. Alexa Ristich is on the floor. Ian Stevens is on the floor. Tatum Conaway comes out. He's a senior. Reed Bailey comes out. Trice Grinsing, freshman from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, also on the floor.
Moment those seniors will remember forever.
A chance for some walk-ons too to get some action here in the home finale as well. Shot clock down to 4. And Ristich with an air ball. Getting back to Maximus Gizzi for a second, mentioned number 11 for Minnesota from New Palestine, Indiana. Wasn't sure if he grew up a Hoosier fan or Purdue fan, was non-committal, but he said, I did play here before. 2 exhibition games for Marion College.
Wow.
So exhibition games, and I scored, but those were exhibition games. They did not count. Now Gizzi hasn't scored a point in any game this season.
Because the way Minnesota passes that basketball, he's got a chance tonight.
There you go. Hasn't scored yet. Look at the ball he does here. Osima around and out. And out of bounds. And it'll be Minnesota basketball. I'm sorry, Indiana basketball with 43.5 to play.
I love these moments because the walk-ons and scout team, those guys work so hard to prepare the guys who are in the rotation all year long. And so to be in a blowout situation, especially on senior night, to get some minutes, another memorable moment for those guys.
And Drew Snively on the floor as well, 6'5" freshman from Zionsville, Indiana. And Gizzi wasn't ready for the pass. And Indiana can dribble out the remaining 22.1 in this game. A convincing win tonight for the Hoosiers, and indeed will snap a 4-game losing streak, Fonz, in impressive fashion tonight.
Yeah, the attention to detail on the defensive end against a Minnesota team who runs beautiful off-ball actions, and we talked about coming in this game, Sam Alexis needed to have a major impact on it, and he did offensively with 23 points in this game.
A 30-point win for Indiana, 77-47 the final, and the Hoosiers shoot 57% from the field and get production up and down that bench, and the seniors go out with a strong showing tonight. Sam Alexis with 23 points, 9 rebounds. Lamar Wilkerson, 16 points. And Tucker DeVries with 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And the fewest points allowed this season came in the home finale, and a 30-point win for Indiana at home, and a quad 1 game looming for Indiana Saturday against Ohio State. That'll do it for us here in Bloomington. For LaFonso Ellis and our great crew, this is Corey Provis saying so long from Simon Scott Assembly Hall in Bloomington, where the Hoosiers win big, 77-47. More to come here on the Big Ten Network. 2 more games to come, but for now we send you back to Chicago. Here's Dave Remsen.